Okay, I am live streaming and I'm trying something new right now. I'm not sure I went under the right spot. I see that I am live on YouTube. I don't know if I'm under the right spot of what I scheduled, but I do see that I'm on YouTube. So this is the first time that I tried to schedule it from my Zoom using all of the special settings, and I'm not sure it really worked, but that's okay. I guess I'm here somehow, and hopefully you're seeing me. And hello, welcome to my channel. This is something new. I'm doing Zoom live stream so that I can show you my photos from my trip to the White Mountains. And so this is going to be a little bit of story time. My school ended a week ago Friday, and so our family decided we were going to go ahead and go camping the week after school ended. And it was a great idea because it was a great place. It was excellent weather. We had a great time. And I'm just checking my YouTube, making sure that I'm there. So if you see me, please let me know. I don't know. Like I've done this before, but I usually use StreamYard. And StreamYard, I can see the comments right next to my, okay, there is a chat box. I can usually see the comments next to the video. So this is a little different. I hope that if you were under the other link that it doesn't mess you up if I didn't link it properly. I'm gonna have to practice on this so that I can do it correctly. Yeah, so the trip to the White Mountains one did not work out. So hopefully you guys can make it to the other link. I'm going to exit that one off because yeah. Sorry about that for the link. So hopefully you guys can find me. And I also need to plug in my computer so that I don't lose any battery. All right, so here we are. Welcome to my channel. I'm trying something new. Hopefully this doesn't be too much of a problem. So I have a lot of teacher friends. We've done a lot of YouTube. It's been a while for me. I tried to link to YouTube and I followed all the directions, but I didn't end up in the right spot. So I'm sorry about that. So welcome to my channel, and here we go with my photos. And so what I'm going to do on Zoom is I'm going to share my iPad. My iPad has the photos on it. And so I wonder, yeah, here we go. So this is a really fun thing that I do. I also use this for when I'm doing my tutoring, and I can put anything that I put on my connect your iPhone to this computer. I am connected. Okay. Anything that I put on this iPad usually shows up on my screen. So let's see. We'll try this again. Stop the share. I'm going to share, and then I'm going to, it says connect your iPhone to this computer via the cable, which I did. And then it says trust. Trust this computer. So, well, welcome to my channel with trying to figure some stuff out. I usually do this on during my classes, so, and I usually have no problem with it. So that's kind of weird. Okay, so iPhone, iPad. I really like a different layout. I wonder if that would work. So according to what I see on the screen right now, it's just a black picture. So I'm going to check YouTube and see how that goes. So maybe you can't share your screen during a Zoom. Oh, it's black. I see it. Okay, so I can, but for some reason it says it doesn't trust my computer. Let me try this. All right, I'm going to stop the share again, and I could also go to my photos and share the album that way, but I don't know if I have it in an album on my computer. Uh, Interesting. On my computer, it doesn't really show in the albums, but I could. I went to Zoom because I figured that I can share my iPad on Zoom. So let's see. Ah, there it goes. Yay. Okay, so we're in business. I don't know why that was taking so long, but there we go. All right, so welcome to this video, and I'm so excited to show you these photos. And I just figured this would be a really fun way to do it. So first of all, this was just a photo of, yeah, water, vegetation. And we got there and we have some really awesome pictures of this event. Now, we went to a campground and it's called Moose Hillock Campground, and they have a wonderful pool area. And this is called the Blue Lagoon, which is really awesome. It's a huge pool with a slide, pirate ship. And as you can see, we had hey Luann. Yeah, so can you see it now? I think you can see it. I can see it on YouTube on my phone. So this is the Blue Lagoon, and because in New Hampshire, the classes were, or school, I think they might even still be in session for a few more days. So we were soon, and and the weather was unbelievable. The weather was like Florida. I mean, I got a sunburn. I actually came home with a tan going to northern New Hampshire. So this is really fun, and it's a family-friendly place. Yay. Hi, Luann. So yeah, and it's family friendly. It was really, really pretty. This is a family-owned business, and they've had this business, I think, since 1985, something like that. And so it's like 400 campsites. People come from all around, but a lot of New Hampshire people. This is my Pampered Chef waffle maker. So we made waffles in the morning. We were able to plug this thing in, and I had my grandkids there and we made waffles, and it was a lot of fun. And this is my husband pouring some OJ. This is our tent over there. And the blue little suitcase, that is my traveling office. So I had the traveling office with me as well. And then this is my tutoring session that I had. I had a student that we did a couple classes during this week, and there's only Wi-Fi at this area. This is like a eating area, and sometimes they play pretty loud music, so I was glad that there was no music going on. So I was doing a math class with some English mixed in, and it was really nice. It was really beautiful in the morning, and I think the pool opened at like 10 o'clock or something like that. Now, this is a hike that we went up into the mountains. We went to a place called Arethusa Falls, and on the way you could see different types of fall waterfalls as you went up. Here's a nice stream. It's very densely populated. Here's a picture of the Blue Lagoon. In the evening, the lights were really pretty. And there's some more lights there. And there's a little video of the Blue Lagoon. It's really pretty. As you can see, nobody's in the pool right now. But my grandkids and I, we all kind of went in the pool most of the days. The days were really nice. And this is the area where I did my tutoring. It's kind of an outdoor eating area. Beautiful. Now, this is a ride up to the mountains. There's one road that kind of goes up and they call it through the notch. And we were driving up into the mountains to go on a hike. This is my son Evan on the way up to Arethusa Falls, which was a little bit further than we thought. Behind him, you can see this cliff, and they call that Frankenstein Cliff. I guess people come from all around to climb straight up that cliff. Of course, we did not. So here's some more water and on the trail and off the trail. I'm glad my son Evan is very photogenic and he doesn't mind getting his photos taken. And of course, I had to get a picture of myself with the scenery in the background. These are my grandkids with my husband. They kind of climbed down into the water area to this was at the beginning of the hike. The hike was a little longer than we thought it would be, so they were still happy and smiling and not too sweaty yet. I love these photos that are kind of action shots. Okay, so there they go. There's my daughter with her baby and my husband behind her. And we had a dog even with us for that hike. We thought it was just going to be a quick little hike, and it was a little harder than we thought. So we're still hiking, getting a couple of little pictures of inside the woods. Guess I wasn't too happy in that one. It was a little farther than we thought it would be, but it was very beautiful. Now the water is low. There hadn't been a lot of rain, so this is a low water. I'm sure that during seasons where there's more water, these streams are way more full than they were. They were very low. Okay, and this is Arethusa Falls. I'm going to go back. That's kind of an action shot. Beautiful. And there we are again. There's my son-in-law with the baby. And then I took like a little video just to kind of give you a picture of how this was going. And it's a really beautiful spot. Now, I have seen pictures of this falls, like I said, that was like more full with water, but it was still really pretty. You can see all the people. I did not walk really any closer. I was really tired and I didn't want to slip. I guess I should have, but my son was way closer and I got a picture of him right kind of close to the falls. So it was a lot of beautiful scenery. Now we're on our way down and we've got some steps here, beautiful pictures. And these here are lady slippers. These are the only lady slippers that I saw on the hike. And usually you will see the pink ones, but it's very unusual to see white ones. These are a protected flower and you're not allowed to pick these at all. They're kind of like an endangered flower. So when you see them, you just ooh and ah, take a photo. Do not pick them. I guess it's, from what I've heard, it's against the law to pick them. And I've heard also that they don't transplant very well. So there's no sense in even trying to dig them up and if you do, I guess you get arrested. That's what I've always heard. But they are pretty. Here's some beautiful swimming pool shots. And this is where our campground was. To the left, you'll see through the woods a little bit. That's where our camp was. We had a tent and my daughter had a tent, and then we had a screened in area, and my other daughter had a camper. She was in a different spot. but we were right near this pond, and I did not get an audio of how loud these frogs were, but they were loud. There were lots of frogs in this pond, and they sounded like they were enough to carry you away. So it was very, very loud, but it was pretty. Oh, here's the tents. The big one was the tent I was in. We had like a air mattress, and my daughter was in the other one. And here's another hike that we went on. This was really pretty as well. This is another waterfall. We did not get to the top of a mountain, but we went near this one. This was really pretty. Very pretty. It goes all the way down the mountain. And we did not go all, we could have gone all the way to the top to look down on it, but we didn't. It was a little bit of a hike. This is going down the mountain. We did have the poles. Now, these poles, these hiking poles are very useful. I had never used them before. My husband started doing a lot of hiking, and he bought me some poles, and I really do like them. And they're adjustable. You can make them different sizes, and they really do help with your knees and help so you don't fall, lose your balance, that kind of thing. So I got a shot of him doing the actual hiking. He wants to hike down, he wants to hike on in New Hampshire, we have 48 4,000 footers, something like that. So there are people that are in clubs and they try to climb all of the 48. So that's kind of a big thing to do, but I guess there's a club and then you get a patch for climbing all these mountains. And the views are really beautiful. So this is the hike to the falls that we went to. And what was it called? Falling Waters Trail. That's what it was. Falling Waters Trail. So we followed the Blue Blaze. And if you are doing the Appalachian Trail, I guess there's a White Blaze, and that's the only time that you can use the White Blaze signal for a trail is if anytime you see the White Blaze, then you're on the Appalachian Trail. And there are a lot of people that do that. Now, this is outside in the parking lot after that hike. And the mountains up there are really, really pretty. Now, this is at the campsite. We did have a rainy night, and they do have a place where you can go and do some arcades. And of course, the kids never do enough arcading, but they had a lot of fun with that. There's the arcades, and there's the claw, the claw game. The kids always love that. This is the moose outside of Moose Hillock Campground. This is me. This is me and the bear. The bear is in with the arcades, and I had to get a photo of myself with that. Here's all the grandkids, and they had a blast. This is the flag outside of the main office. And I thought this was really cute. This is my son-in-law with the baby. The baby loved to sit out by the fire with his dad. And here we are driving. Here's Polly's Pancake Parlor. This was a really fun place where we could go, and we had a wonderful breakfast. And this was a business, I believe, 4 generations, maybe 5 generations. And they started, they just bought this place up in the mountains, and every generation made it a little bigger. And it was a really, really pleasant place to go. This is the front of it, and it faces a beautiful view of the mountains. Too bad for the power lines being in the way, but the mountain range was a gorgeous range. Okay, these soldiers, this was inside the restaurant. These soldiers were collected by, I guess, the grandfather of the family, and these were his skis. He was in the 10th Mountain Division. And there's some photos and the guns owned by the fathers and grandfathers. and some family photos, and this was what it looked like inside the restaurant. The food was great. I had blueberry pancakes and I had gingerbread walnut pancakes. They were amazing. This was a church down the street. There were some ladies doing some landscaping. It was a really pretty sight. It was a beautiful day. Mountain range couldn't have been more beautiful. And the beautiful farm right there at the foot of the mountains. We were up in the mountains, but still at the foot of the mountains. And here's some of the flowers that we saw. And that's it. That's it for my trip to the White Mountains. We had a great time. We had great weather. We got sunburns and tans because the weather was so amazing. It was really a blessing. We originally thought it was going to rain the whole week, but it did not rain. We had great weather. So I hope you enjoyed those photos, and this is what I like about teaching is that we get summers off. So it's really great to be able to take some time away, and I've never camped for a whole week up in the mountains like that, and I've never been on hikes every day like that. I actually had some pain with my leg, and I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to do much walking. But I was really surprised that actually I think the walking helped. So I need to do more exercise, get more active, because I think that's going to keep me, in better shape. So that's kind of one of my goals for the summer is to do more walking. And I'm also doing my tutoring business, working on that and doing some house cleaning. I have a lot of stuff I need to do to declutter, get rid of stuff, organize, spruce things up a little bit. So summers are for reorganizing for teachers, right? So what are you doing this summer? Are you working? Are you going on a trip? Let me know in the comments what your plans are for this summer. And if you do YouTube, let me know when you do a video, and I will go and watch your video and see what you're up to. I know my friend Kelly Tag and I, we have some books that we want to talk about on either one of our channels, and we would like to, have some more friends join in the fun. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I will look forward to seeing you again in the next one. Have a great day.